Hello. Tell me who you are and what you do.
Sure. My name is Professor Samantha Fearse. I am the TEL professor for Relay Newark. I came on just last July.
Cool, cool. So tell me a little bit about how you got into this role.
Sure. So I spent the first portion of my career as a teacher in Philly, teaching both secondary English, and then I transitioned into special education
Hmm.
and did some time in both public and charter schools. And the charter school I was at, Mastery Charter, actually, one of my colleagues ended up coming to Relay to work for Relay Philly Camden. And I attended the winter symposium here at Relay last year. And from that moment on, I was hooked and knew I wanted to be part of this. So I got in contact with as many people as I could and just pursued this opportunity because it was one of the first times I felt like I was in a room with very like-minded and driven people who all have the
Hmm.
same goal of bettering education for all students. So
Hmm.
that's how I came here.
So how did you decide on this role specifically?
Sure. Um, I've always wanted to work with graduate students. I've wanted to be able to expand my impact. While I love working with K-12 students, moving to a space where I know I could impact hundreds of K-12 students each year, every few years, is something that's always been appealing to me. And I really wanted to work with teachers to drive them to be their best so that way the students have the best.
Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. So the assistant professor of practice role, tell me a little bit about what you do. What does it mean?
Sure. So in Relay, what it means for Relay Newark and the TEL program, I teach classes once a week pertaining to special education, although APP rules and what you teach varies. I do observations and coaching, so I go out to my students' classrooms, watch them teach, and I coach them and provide feedback. I do grading, scoring. I also participate in many a meeting with my team in Relay Newark and my TEL team folks, and we are always innovating and crafting and practicing to generate new ideas and then practice them to implement them to students. So
Cool.
it's a handful of things I do.
Yeah, yeah. And what do you like most about it?
The innovation piece. I love being a part of an organization that is always evolving and growing and asking for feedback and input, and that feels very natural to me as part of the teaching profession, which is something that's always evolving as it is. And I love being part of an organization that mirrors that.
Can you give me an example of what that looks like?
Absolutely. So regularly in our TEL meetings and our Relay Newark meetings, we are always thinking of ways to push our modules our lessons that we teach to students on a regular basis. So we take the feedback we receive from students and we are constantly revising and re-implementing and revisiting to see how we can get the best out of our content and what we do for our students.
Yeah, cool. And what do you find most challenging about the work that you do?
I have to say the most challenging thing for myself was making the transition from working with K-12 students to graduate students. There's definitely a mindset shift you have to make there, and making sure that you are providing the appropriate tone when in your delivery and addressing different levels of concerns and things that you have with students. So it's challenging, but certainly not impossible. It's just a piece of growth measure that you encounter when you take on this role.
Yeah. Now, Sam, you are a parent as well, right?
Yes,
Yeah. Can you talk a little bit about what it's like being a parent and being an APP?
absolutely. Are you talking about in regards to just my daily work life or what the content means to me now as a parent?
I was thinking more the former, but I'd like to hear both.
Sure. So I'll speak to the latter first. So
Okay.
doing this work has only meant like tenfold more to me now than it ever did, because I'm a parent and I would want my child to receive this education no matter what school she goes to.
Hmm.
So that has even rededicated myself even further. And additionally, so Relay is so understanding of people who have families, and there's flexibility and trust in getting my work done. And it's been a blessing to be able to participate in something like this, whereas in the past I didn't have as much option to be able to spend any time with my daughter. Now I do, and that has been a wonderful part of the transition as well.
Beautiful. Any final advice for people that are considering applying for an APP role?
Absolutely. I would have to say that Relay is an amazing place to work. So definitely, one, do it, apply and go for it. And secondly, be confident in who you are, because at Relay we're looking for authenticity, of course, as well as all the other skills that are outlined. But be exactly who you are, because you want to make that shine if you are hired and you come here to work at Relay.
So bring your whole self.
Yes, exactly.
Right on. Well, thanks so much, Sam.
Of course. Thank you.